Hola, estudiantes. This is your first Google Classroom using a screencast. So I'm going to post this early in case there are any questions. You can ask them to either Mrs. Malama or I, since this assignment is not due until Friday. You are going to be doing a project for your virtual class. You are going to be creating vocabulary cards for the interrogative words that are found on page 25 in your textbook. There are 11 words and you will create 11 cards using Google Presentation or Google Slides in your Google Drive. So to do this, if this was your stream, you would click on the assignment. And at this point, I'm going to have to tell you the next couple of directions because I'm logged in as a teacher. Yours will look a little different. But you would click on this assignment, and once you did, you would click on the word create and then go down to the yellow icon that says present. And once you click on the present, you're going to be in your Google Drive working on your Google Slides. And so I'm going to now move to my drive so you can see what that would look like. I'm going to go into my app launcher and I'm going to click the drive icon. And now we are basically in the same place that you would be by clicking that create button. The only other thing I have to do is click new and click onto Google Slides. It's really important that you log in the way I just described, because if you click the create button at the beginning, then it'll automatically be tied with your assignment. If you don't do it, it's also, you can make it work with Google Classroom. When you go to turn in your assignment, you're going to go to your Google Drive and find the assignment and then click turn in. But it's important for this assignment to turn it in through Google Classroom. So it will go right into my drive, into the appropriate classroom folder. Okay, the first thing that it's going to ask you to do in Google Presentation is select a theme. And I'm going to just select Simple Light. And you can obviously select a different theme, but I'm going to make it easy here and I'm going to click OK. And I'm going to need 11 slides because I have 11 interrogative words. But I really don't need a title and a subtitle for these slides because the assignment is to put the vocabulary word on the slide and then a picture that might go with the vocabulary word. So I don't really need a subtitle. So I'm going to go to Slide and I'm going to go to Apply Layout. And I'm going to change this slide to a title and body slide. That's perfect. I'm not going to put text down here. I'll be putting a picture, but that will work. And instead of having to change that each time, I'm going to go back to the slide menu and I'm going to duplicate that slide. I'm going to duplicate that slide until I have 11 slides, right? 11 all together here. So I'm going to keep duplicating. Kind of nice to get it all done at the beginning so I don't have to worry about it as I'm going through. Let's see, 9, 10 y 11. Okay, now I'm ready to start. I'm going to scroll back up to the first slide. You can always tell which slide you're working on because you can see it is outlined in blue. So that's the slide I'm working on. I'm going to click into the title, and in the title is where the interrogative word is going to go. Now I've put some shortcuts for the different symbols on Google Classroom in the stream there, but each computer is a little bit different. So you're going to need to research ahead of time so that you know how to type things like that upside down question mark I just typed. Now I'm doing this assignment, I'm doing this assignment on a Chromebook, which was even different than my computer at school. So I had to do my own research to make sure that I knew how to make those symbols electronically. And that's good practice for you. Okay, I made mine a little larger. I also want to center it. So I'm going to go to More, go to my alignment here and put it in the center. And that's my first interrogative is K. Now I want to add a picture that might go with K. So I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to go to Image, click on that. Going to go to the search tool and I'm going to type in, for what? How about if someone looked confused? That reminds me of what? And I like that picture. He looks, and he has the question marks. That looks like what to me? So I'm going to click select. It takes a minute to load, but it'll eventually be on my slide. Again, you can resize this. You can move it up and down. Okay, excellent. I can kind of get out of the slide to see what that would look like. Okay. Now, when you're done with your whole slideshow, you can click Present, and you will be able to see your slides in full screen. Just a couple other cool things. If you're new to Google Slides and you've never used them before, you can add some fun things. If you want to go back to the slide menu, you can change your background. Again, we've already looked at how to apply a layout. You can put a transition in for your slides. Just click Transition. You'll see this little animations come up here. Right now I don't have a transition, but I can change that. Let's say I want my slides to go into a cube. I can do that and click play, and you can see what that looks like as you transition through. So that's a short tutorial on how to use Google Slides. The last thing you're going to want to do, by the way, or the first thing, is you're going to want to title your presentation. For some reason, click slide or press enter to continue. Okay, so I need to press the enter key. Okay, now I think I can come up here. Oh, I know what the problem is I'm still in presentation mode. I need to get out of presentation mode first. Okay. Now that I'm out of presentation mode, I can rename my document. And I think I'll call it interrogative slides, page 25. The enter key or click OK, and there I go. Oh, I just noticed that I forgot to put a question mark at the end of my slide, so I'm going to go in to my slide again to get rid of this research tool so I can get back into my slide. And it's always nice to proof your slides at the end to make sure they are correct. And now I've added that question mark, and I'm done with my first slide. Now to go to my next slides, I can click the slides this way. Okay. I can rearrange the slides later if I want. And again, this slide menu is very helpful. You see you can delete slides, duplicate them, apply layouts, move them up and down, etc. So that's a really, really handy tool. All right. Well, that's the end of this screencast. Enjoy this project, and if you have any questions, let us know. Thank you.